is CNN Breaking News.
Hello, I'm Natalie Allen at CNN Central.
Motherfucking, this is breaking news on CNN. That's right, some of the breaking news we're talking about breaking tonight is these motherfucking automatic defibrillators we got up in Canada. You know, the kind where you get free hockey and heart attacks? So why'd they go and put AED units in hockey arenas before they put them on basketball courts? Is there a difference? That's right, we're back on the show. It's live, 10:19, 12 past 19 a.m. in the morning, 4/27/21. This song goes out to Easy motherfucking Jerry Heller. Presenting Rootless, a memoir at easy-ecpt.com. Yeah, we're mad tonight on the show, talking about these AED units up in hockey arenas. Why do they gotta put them in first and not in basketball courts? We're live on the show tonight. We're live on the radio, SoundCloud.com, After Hours CBS, Twitter, Podbean, soon to be on Indiegogo.com and Google+. If you want to get at me at Kentucky Puss on Twitter, hashtag PussBiz, but I'm always on Taz.cbs, Taz, hashtag The Taz Show. Folks, if you want to call into the show, I'll give you my number. It's 044-020-3287-7246. That's a London number. This is the Real James Bond Show on Global Intelligence Report. blogtalkradio.com/RealJamesBond. Back to what we're talking about. We're talking about whose lives are worth more, hockey players or basketball players? Well, it's clear that hockey players are worth more than basketball players in the Great White North. When they put a defibrillator in, the first place they ran to was the hockey arena. I'm sure they probably had a Molson Canadian before they put that in, but God knows they didn't think about equality when they put these units in. So shout out to CM Punk, otherwise known as Coach, for reminding me that free hockey and heart attacks are available anytime you need it in Canada. Live on Podbean, live on Twitter, live on SoundCloud.com, live on After Hours CBS. ALT and the Saint and the Hardheads is what we're listening to. You know, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Global Security Report. Later on, we're going to have a call-in with the Whistler, Vancouver people. We're going to call Vancouver. We're going to call some radio stations in Vancouver. And we're going to talk about that global real estate scam they got going on there. You know, the global real estate scam that they've been building on illegal marijuana. Chinese money. No one seems to care in the country. We got a leader who won the election based on Chinese money, Chinese pot money. blogtalkradio.com/RealJamesBond. We're live on YouTube, live on @TazCBS, and you can find us on a few other channels. If If you got the internet at home, slapjack us up there. You know what a bitly is? bit.ly. Bitly, bit.ly. We're on Bitly. bit.ly/calling-all-Britons. bit.ly/BBC Ham-Aunt. Bitly/Wirecast-AP. Bitly/YouTube Spaces. That's right. I wanted to talk a little bit about YouTube Spaces. Well, we hear from easy-ecbt.com, Dirty Red, but we're going to talk a little bit about YouTube Spaces. You know, in Canada, they got this new incentive for the young people to get up into the studio. Hope it works, but it started tomorrow live on George Brown College, downtown Toronto. They got some live YouTube video scenes going on there. 9th YouTube studio in the world, so they're number 9. 9th wonder of the world. Shout out. Up on bitly/YouTube Spaces, we're going to have some studio battles, and we're going to be playing some music up on the station that invented music. We're going to be putting some ruthless propaganda up on YouTube Spaces. And you know that's Bitly, bit.ly/YouTube Spaces for ruthless motherfucking propaganda. BG Ashtray, Easy E, down to the last roach.
You know, one more song. We need one more song for the fucking album. And so I was like, fuck it, let's do a song about getting.
You're listening to the Global Security Report on CFRB Wins, and call us in at any time.
That track was
folks, we are having an art auction. Check our Echo out, as in check our Echo yourself on Etsy, on eBay, in the next few days as we bridge that fourth wall and launch an eBay cyber bidding war for local paint. More details coming to this spot soon. Check it out, download it. Download the part 2 of this show, and you'll get our new segment. Time out for a little break up on the show. Time out for our ruthless propaganda flick. We're going to take a little momentary break as I set up the rest of the studio. Shift to the network for a minute. Little break for Narcotics Anonymous here. Little news here we got about Narcotics Anonymous. Back on the show, Narcotics Anonymous, I'm calling you out. Stay motherfucking vigilant, assholes. We're implementing a new plan. You go to Narcotics Anonymous and you want to be a sponsor, and this goes for Alcoholics Anonymous, Cocaine Anonymous. Nah, fuck that shit. Fuck cocaine. Narcotics Anonymous, Alcoholics Anonymous. You want to be a sponsor? You got to come to the meeting and show your ID every motherfucking time.
Ruthless Records on the 20th anniversary.
Count.
album. Folks, we're live on blogtalkradio.com/realjamesbond. You can also hear us on soundcloud.com. Talking about that Oakville, Smokeville money. You know, it's a fucking shock to me. A fucking shock that I haven't heard one single motherfucking time. This cartel bitch, this cartel, excuse my language, but I can only think of one word for Jody Emery, and that's bitch. Because this cartel bitch has never once talked about safe marijuana use on her show. She's a butane motherfucker. Fuck these fucking hoes, man. Canada wants to legalize marijuana. They're going to start at 1% Unlike Colorado, which started with organized crime and whatever percentage of THC they started with an organized crime seed. Canada ain't going to start like that. We're going to find our own seed. easy-ecbt.com. Exclusive. Shout out to Universal, a Comcast company. Smoking up in the studio. Producer doesn't much like this. But since I'm smoking, I'm going to take a break to tell y'all that smoking causes oral cancer. These white spots on my tongue are a form of oral cancer caused primarily by smoking. Even if you survive, you may lose part or all of your tongue. It's okay, I got a quit date thanks to Champix or whatever the fuck that brand is called. I'm smoking all the way till July 1st, America Day in Puss Lynch County, New York. We're broadcasting live, Puss Lynch County.
And I do, Tracy, who is Aaron's mother, called me about a month ago.
What up, Jerry Heller?
I had dinner with her a couple of times, but called me to tell me that Aaron was having a Sweet 16, that Super Sweet 16 thing on MTV that they do.
Super 16, Sweet 16 on MTV.
You know, just help contact some of her friends, which I was happy to contact Julio.
You want to contact your friends and get us up on the show.
Assistant for 3 years or 4 years, you know, sort of set that up between Tracy and I. But Tracy and I have always been very friendly. And
Let me just adjust the speaker so y'all can hear that Jerry Heller nonsense a little better.
And I like him and didn't know him until last year. But he seems like a very talented, capable kind of kid. I think his papa would be proud of him.
Papa would be
Eric
proud.
is proud of all his children. Believe me.
Yeah.
Breaking down the fourth wall here.
Do you ever just talk to him out loud?
Well, I think about him all the time. And there are times when I go to the cemetery to visit my mother and father that I do think about him because he was such a part of all of our lives.
Ruthless
My mother used to
propaganda.
act like all those words weren't in his.
You know, we're talking
in his
about
drafts, you know,
PPV
just-
up on the show,
just the
public
clean ones,
passenger
you know.
vehicles.
But,
if you need
you know,
more
my dad died
information
in
about
88,
public
my
passenger
mom died
vehicles,
in
go to
99.
Jamaica Gleaner,
And,
the
everybody in
hashtag,
our family
or at
he
Jamaica
was like a
Gleaner.
member of our
Rastafari
family.
stand
But I
alone.
I sit at my desk sometimes because he used to come over to this house at 3:30 in the morning when he was just wrapping up his day. You know, because I used to go to work at 5
Real
or 6
James Bond.
a.m. So I would
Bizarre
really be getting up when he was
.podbean
going to bed if he
.com.
ever went to bed. And I would hear him rumbling around. I used to leave the
You can
alarm
hear us
on. He
live
had his own key, of
anytime
course.
at
He
Taz
would come in
CBS.
and sign the mail.
Folks, you need to get at us.
and go over the books
Get at us
and
at
stuff.
this number. Ruthless
You
Propaganda.
know, at his leisure hours, he kept
044 020 3287
In a matter of a half an hour, he could go through the
7246.
days. The things that took me 20 hours to do through the day, Eric could catch up on.
You know, the reason I'm smoking up in the studio
It's nice.
is
It's
we're
nice
going
to
to
know
have
these things. You know,
graduated
sometimes,
release
we
of
don't know.
marijuana
So
in
I'm
Canada.
really thankful that you're sharing
apparently.
this with us.
That's
and all
what
the
I've heard.
fans, you know, that
Well,
You
one of the
heard?
reasons I wrote the book, one of the reasons was
Us studio engineers,
his
we smoke
legacy
marijuana to
once
deal
and
with
for
the
all.
situation.
I just got tired of diss records and all the bullshit goes
I'm
down.
tired of the diss
And I
records
think
too, Jerry
because
Heller.
of the way he died,
Easy motherfucking E.
he doesn't get the props that he really deserves. And I think that in this book, Ruthless,
Ruthless
I
by
do
Jerry Heller.
give
Get it
him
at Google Play.
the props
Google Play
that
Books
he should have
on your
gotten
record
all those
shelves
years.
now.
You know, I know that Cube and Dre take credit for everything, but I got to tell you that Eric was a
Shout out to
conceptualizer,
Nescafe.
and he always had the ability to make people more than they were. And as good as America's Most
Dog
Wanted
pound.
was, and as good as The Chronic was, and I think that both of
Local
those are
callers, get at
important.
us at the Global Intelligence
Very
Report.
good
929-477-3665. That's for North
has
America.
achieved the status of Straight Outta Compton. which was
Straight
made
out
for
of Compton.
12,000.
Jerry Heller. Ruthless Records. Ruthless Propaganda. That's who we are.
Yeah, so lately it just seems like with your book, that's why it's a nice gift to us, you know, because all there
You know, if
really
you
is
don't want your number up on the
websites,
blogtalkradio.com screen,
which is, you know,
give
on
us
the
a
internet.
shout
So it's
at
really, you know, this book is gonna,
044-020-3287-7246.
a lot of people are appreciating it already, as you can already tell in MySpace. A lot of comments, you know, a lot of kids, new kids, wanting to learn about.
You're listening
You
to the
and
Global
you know, Ruthless,
Security
Easy.
Report.
And MySpace, which is run by my wife,
CFRP
Gail.
Call us in at any time.
It has really
Oakville,
once again
Smokeville
opened the
Zone.
link
From
between
parts
his past
unknown.
friends who have come out of the woodwork.
I Heart Memphis.
Guys
I
that
Heart
I've always
Hamilton.
talked to Alonzo.
Folks, I want to tell you
talked to
something
Yella,
serious right now. I want to
but
take a
now all of a
moment out of
sudden
your
Big
day
Man
to
and
talk
the
about something
Twins
really
and-
serious.
And all these people,
And that's
Blood of
proflowers.com.
Abraham, Mazik and Benyad, and
Folks, if you want to
Will I Am,
upgrade
and all
your
these people
studio
have come out of the
experience and
woodwork,
give
and
someone you love
I've reestablished Gail
something
and my, because
important,
Gail was there
give them
from
some
day one,
flowers.
connection with
Proflowers.com.
the past, and it's been fabulous.
Enter in
Roberto, can you give me a
Genius
bottle
promo
of water,
code,
would you mind?
and you'll get a
From the
discount
refrigerator,
on your next
maybe
delivery, your next
Sergio
home
Moro.
delivery
Right.
to your next
The-
home
the
studio.
Sony. I'm right through in there.
Squat before a squat, motherfucker.
See, you're not mean like people talk about
blogtalkradio.com,
pit bulls.
Taz,
Only
CBS.
mean if people teach them to be mean. Ours are loving. Look at her.
Yeah.
What a good girl she is.
So our dog is too. She
Let's
looks.
have a
He looks just
momentary
like
break
That's she.
for the network.
Sweetie.
Sweetie.
Gail calls her Swedish because my wife is.
CBS presents this program in color.
This year, like last year, the best is right here on CBS. Turn us on, we'll turn you on.
Was sequestered in the hospital.
You know, people are making a big motherfucking deal about
Unavailable to me.
transgendered
I've
people
always felt that letter
in
was
women's
was bogus.
restrooms.
And I have people that have
Well,
sort
shout
of
out, why don't we get some more women
verified
owning
that
restaurants,
for me that were
and maybe
around
they
here.
can decide
But
whether
he did send me a
transgendered
letter
people
of
can go up in
termination
their
letter.
bathroom.
In February, I think.
That's all I have to say about that.
2005, right before he died. But he was in the hospital, and basically in the last throes
Digital
of this horrible,
knockout.
terrible disease that he had.
Is that you?
So you saw me
Yeah,
smoking
sure.
a cigarette, folks.
That was at Hitalick.
Do the lick. Oh yeah, tell me about
And I have to give a
Hit a lick
word
and your whole
in
deal with
advance
Well, Eric and I
to some of you people
were
out there
very
who might be smoking
committed
Nicorette,
to
chewing
Latino.
Nicorette. I'm the one doing the smoking of the
We
LG
felt that
tobacco.
Latino hip hop was the
And I'm
wave
talking about
of the
Nicorette
future. We put out a record with
quickness.
Brownside
And if you take a look
From the
at
east
the
side.
ingredients of Nicorette quickness,
with Toker and Danger.
there's sucralose in it.
who's been
And if you're on a
murdered since then, of
diet,
course,
there's
Toker
no way you're going to be addicted to
has been
the
on a vacation
sucralose
for a while.
in this medicine
You know
if
what
you're
kind of
trying to
vacation
diet.
you're like.
So real DDP,
So,
the show goes out to
but he'll be
you,
out very
Diamond
soon.
Dallas Page,
And I think that he
DDP
has another
Yoga.
record coming out. We
Fuck
like
this
the Brownside
Nicorette,
very
bitch.
much. And of course, our commitment to Frost and Mellow Man.
So that's a little bit of a
ALT,
commercial break for
and
some
Tony
NWA
G,
attitude there.
and Slow
Ruthless
Pain,
Propaganda, Jerry Heller, and
Julio
Gail. Easy
who's
motherfucking
my main man,
EasyPT.com. Part 3.
has been a total commitment. So we started
Total commitment.
with a young guy named Pablito Vasquez, who is one of my dearest friends.
Let me put a shout out here.
We started a company called Hitalick, and our offices were the old FBI building
Amber Mac.
on the corner of 12th
Good
and
friend of the
Alvarado.
show.
And we had beautiful studios there,
Showcasing
and a
some of
fabulous
our work
nightclub,
on another
and a pool
episode.
room, and a
Tunis
projection room.
Download us part 2.
I just got tired of driving 3.5 hours a day at my age, you know, to go down there. But
We're 20 minutes in.
that building is still exactly as it was when I walked out the door. And I know that Julio still DJs some parties for
You know,
for
bring
some
me
of
to a moment on the show.
kids down
A moment
there,
of reflection.
on occasion. But Pablito and Julio and I are now in the
A
process
moment of
in
reflection
trying to clear
on calling
some
all
copyrights
Britons real James
for a
Bond.
new company which is going to be called Street Life
People
Records.
talk about these 28
That will
pages they
focus
want
on
removed
Latino
from
hip
the
hop.
Saudi
Okay. So that's some
911
upcoming
report.
work that you're
It is. That's
21
ongoing.
pages.
ongoing.
We're doing
I
legal
want the
work on
report
it as we
on
speak.
the cameras that
sounds
predate
great. It's good to hear
XF US
that.
cameras that
Yeah, and the
predate
brown side, I mean,
Bluetooth
I remember
and
the single. I
predate
have the
GPS,
single. I got it.
and
I got a
wanna
Ruthless
know
pack. If you remember those from Ruthless Radio.
Of course.
why there isn't a camera with
Yeah, we got water.
time
Thank you.
zone selector
that's
on every boot.
Pablito, Frost, Scoop DeVille, Tony G, Little
Listen to the Real
Blackie.
James Bond Show, Global Intelligence Report.
can't see who that is.
BlogTalkRadio.com, Real
Who's this
James
gal?
Bond. SoundCloud.com, on Twitter at After Hours CBS.
Oh, Nina Brown, yeah. But that's
Podbean.com,
my new
and soon
partner,
to be on
Pablito
Indiegogo
Vasquez.
and Google Plus. Word up to Jerry Heller. Let's listen to some music.
He used to like to research and look into and things that other people don't look into really.
Just like we went to the White House, and just like he went to Simi Valley every single day.
You know what I want to talk about, folks? I want to talk about the lack of respect for technology.
He just wanted to see what was
During
going
the Rodney
on.
King beating.
He
He
was
was just
incredibly inquisitive.
1241,
Yeah, he just
41
wanted to
plus 12,
see what was going on.
427, 21.
Yeah, so you
Anyway,
guys
I
went
want
to
to
the
talk
White
about the
House.
lack
Huh?
of
You
technology
went as well?
here. I want to talk about the lack
It was on the
of
news.
Law
Yeah,
Society
I
of
don't
Upper
know.
Canada
First I
parental
could have seen
retina
it.
estate.
It was so good.
So
Mapping.
he was dressed regular.
They don't have a
With his
clue
street
what to
clothes.
do with estate mapping when it
I
comes
can
to
imagine.
Newsweek
locking
said,
those photo archives
"Dear
in
President
for
Bush,
an
guess who's
eternity
coming to
and
lunch?"
locking your password
He had no
for
idea
eternity.
that Eric Wright
Meanwhile, the
he
Law
gave
Society is sitting
$25,000
around
to the
smoking
city of
Cuba
Hope
up in their
for cancer
Selwyn
research
Peters, Mr. Toronto
for the
lawyer
Tony
bullshit
Martell Leukemia
nonsense.
Foundation was Eric Wright, also
Eric
known as
Wright.
Easy Motherfucking E.
Folks, if you want to call the
You
show,
know?
I can
Yeah.
call
No
you
idea
from my
who it
London
was.
number
I'll tell you, it was a good sport
first
about it.
if you need to.
Oh, yeah.
Get at me at
Sure.
TazCBS
You know
on
he got
Twitter.
no votes from
But if
us.
you need me to call
Yeah,
you
that's cool.
direct, I can give you a call, or you
Of
can
course,
call
Ice
me
Cube,
044-020-3287-7246. Alternatively, if
the
you're on
inner cities and
Snapchat,
stuff.
and this goes out
Just
to
wanted to see
you,
what it was about.
Cube Ice,
He
as
thought
in
it was
Ice
cool.
Cube,
Yeah.
get at me
Yeah,
at
the White House
Her
is
Majesty's
the
Secret
White
Service
It's
on
government since
Snapchat.
George Washington.
Speaking of Her
to
Majesty's
meet the
Secret
president?
Service, I wanted to bring up a
matter.
tweet
The first time
I
I went
sent
to the White House,
tonight
I met
to the
Nixon.
Metropolitan
I
Police
certainly was no
Service.
fan of
Some
Nixon.
colleagues of mine.
If you go to the White House, Prince Charles and Princess Anne were there, the astronauts were
I'm
there.
giving a
It was
shout
really
out
cool.
to these colleagues of mine with this tweet here.
Ice Cube's always
Let me read it back to you.
Yeah, right.
Just give me a
Yeah.
moment to
You know,
bring it up
before
here
me, he
on
complained to me about
calling
Alonzo.
all
And
Britons.
then, you know,
Global
after
Intelligence
Alonzo, he
Report.
complained to people about me. Get a life, okay, you know? You know, in the music business, you make a record, you put it out,
So here we go. We're going
It
to read out a
sells.
tweet. This ain't no
then
mean tweet.
you
This
may
is
not get
serious
paid for that
tweets.
record for
At
18 months.
Met
guarantee
Police UK.
That Ice Cube is still getting
New
paid.
truck starts
Straight outta
every
Compton,
hashtag
Easy Does It, and all the
construction
stuff
project
that he did
at
there.
what
I
RFP
guarantee
budget level
you, at
we
that particular
at
moment,
GM
maybe
at
he
PCL
hadn't gotten paid,
Construction,
but that's what's called
question mark,
pipeline money in the music
Reboot
business.
Corporate
That's money that you
HTML5
have
and
earned
CSS3.
that isn't due at that particular moment.
You
Probably
know, there's a
isn't due
simple
for another 6
explanation for
months or
that,
whatever.
for those of you that
So,
don't
yes,
speak hash.
you know, he was accurate in what he said at that moment.
That
I guarantee
explanation
you that he's
is,
made hundreds of thousands of
what
dollars,
is
if
the
not
total
millions of
volume,
dollars,
the total
you
return
know,
on
up to this point, and
investment
still gets paid.
when a construction
Yeah, that's the way the
company
music business
purchases a new vehicle, a
one of the great
brand new
things about
spanking
it.
vehicle with
All you gotta do is
new
wake up and
technology
breathe,
and new
and you get
upgrades
checks for
every
stuff
time they
that you
start
don't have to
a
do
new
anything for.
project.
All you have to do
What
is
is
be
the
alive.
volume of sales for
So here we
GM?
are, August 31st
versus
of
The starting point
2006.
for a request for
Getting
proposals
close
on a
to
budget,
Easy's, the
on a
anniversary
construction
of
budget.
Easy's
You won't find that question up in the
birthday.
schools. They don't ask you that because it's a bunch of
43.
white
And of
people
course, that brings
drinking
back
white wine, eating white
all the
groceries,
memories
living in white
that-
skyscrapers, because
that
there ain't no
have
motherfucking
been,
ruthless
you know, he was a
propaganda.
major part of
There ain't no motherfucking
Gail,
ruthless
in my life.
propaganda
I
in
would tell you this,
architecture.
that Eazy-E was a visionary.
Eazy-E was a
He was a
motherfucking
kind,
visionary,
charitable person
a
with a
kind,
vision for
charitable
the future.
person.
He had a vision that included Jerry Heller and future NWA projects.
Anyway, we're just
He
about
had
done
the
here
ability to make
on
you
this
more than you
episode
could be
of News
yourself.
Talk
He also had the
1010,
ability to
calling
believe
all
in people.
Britons.
And as far as believing in Jerry
Just want to give
Heller,
you a shout out and say,
he walked
tune us
away
in
from an
next
Ice Cube
time.
relationship and a Dr. Dre relationship.
CBS America, you're looking